Not to say that you have not tried all these other hospitals. You have gone, but as Evaline put it, the right diagnosis, and it's because of the gap that we have for specialists who can help in giving you the right diagnosis and putting you on the right treatment or medication. In Kenya right now, we talk of about 2 epilepsy specialists who are called epileptologists. They are being assisted closely by neurologists, and we can also count the neurologists. I sit at the secretariat of N.E.C.C, so I know, these statistics. The last time we checked, there were about 35, I'm not sure if they have gotten to 40 yet, neurologists.
Only?
Yes.
In the entire country?
Yes. And now when you talk of epileptologists, we are only talking about... Yes.
2?
Yes.
For population of 50 million?
Yes. And then when you populate it now against the numbers of epilepsy in the country right now,
yes,
the statistics are at 1.5 million people.
Against 2 professionals?
Yes. And the number of neurologists that we have. And that's why we come in now as an umbrella body
yes,
of all organizations and institutions that deal with epilepsy. At N.E.C.C, when we saw this gap, we started that campaign that says Angaza Kifafa. So we take these few specialists and we give them an opportunity now to train at least the nurses, at least the clinical officers in the counties, so that at the basic, they will be met with a person who has knowledge of epilepsy. They can listen to the story, the medical history,
yes,
and they can be able to tell or to even give a proper and a right diagnosis from the word go that this is epilepsy, or even refer for further, for further checkups,
yes,
so that we can be sure what
that this is exactly what it is that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Such most of them don't end up like Evaline, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the gap, as Evaline talks about, it's just as I have said, that we lack specialists, and there's that lack of information, and it will not be a surprise if you get somebody else here who talks of misdiagnosis, wrong medication, and the whole condition escalating to what gives a person not an opportunity to now live their normal
lives.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be coming back to you then on where we are now with what you're doing as a counsellor as well, just to make sure that at least our hospitals do have guys who've been exposed to this kind of training to even make a proper referral, isn't it? All right, Evaline, we went on a break when you're talking about how even your mama, when we keep on saying this, that even within our family systems, the thing that puts us together is culture. Our parents, the things they want to say no to, even when it's a reality. Your kids probably are going to die in front of you. They don't want that. Your kids are going to be sick. They don't want that. That your family has a condition that you now, as a parent, has again to come in and help manage. Take us back. We went on a break when you're talking about your mom. How to her.
Yeah.
Yes.
For my mother, she circumstantially became my immediate caregiver. Not by choice,
yes,
not because she had the right information, but because she's my mother.
Yeah.
And when I returned home, I could see the toll it was taking on her.
Emotional
toil, yeah. She was up to now, sometimes she really gets scared and panics.
Yes.
Especially when I get, there's something we call auras. They're like small signals like you could get a seizure. She panics and she tells me, "Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay?" You know, I can see it written all over her face. So it was difficult for her as well to now, she didn't know how to handle me. The only thing she could do is pray and tell me, you're going to be okay. And the information to help me. So unfortunately, she became a witness to some few times I got seizures, and you know, it shook her to the core, and of course it was adding more pressure to me as a person. I was feeling this is too much for my mother. This is not what I want her to go through because of me, and I tried as much as possible to be away from home. Yeah. Yeah.
It got to that level.
To that level.
Because you're quite aware of the stress that you're putting in a family.
I'm putting on my family, and I could tell that it's too much. So in 2021, I got a friend of mine in Kilifi. She called me and she tells me, "You come over." She works with Camry. "You come over. We see if we can help you." And I was like, hooray, far from home, because I'm from Nakuru, right?
I'm telling you.
Let me just be far away from my mom. Probably if I can get some help there, it will be a plus for me. So I go there, and the whole of 2021, Camry tries to work with me, and nothing is working. Nothing is working. And they reached a point and they told me, there's a certain doctor who told me, "Now, I don't know what else to do with you. I've tried everything, to up the dosage, to lower the dosage, you know, to tell you to do this, do that, and
but it's not working.
It's not working.
So I don't know what to do
get
next.
it." Yeah. So by the grace of God, he told me, "But I know of one person. You should go and see him, and maybe he can give us the last opinion on this." And I'm like, I'm so tired. Another doctor, you know.
Of course, you've seen countless of them that are not giving you any solution.
Yeah, so
3 years down the line.
You're telling me another doctor? Yeah. So I was like, okay, fine. Okay.
We want.
So I go to Malindi and I meet Dr. Chengo. Dr. Chengo is one of the 2 epileptologists who have been mentioned here.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Just there's one and then there's him.
Yeah. So I meet Dr. Eddie Chengo and we sit down. I tell him what I've been taking and what they've been putting me on, and he's like, okay. He didn't want to scare me, and he didn't want to make me feel like I've been in the wrong hands. So he was so kind, and he told me, I think we should try some other medication since this one is not working.
Yes.
So he changes my medication. He weaned me off the previous medication and put me on new medication.